Welcome to Wall Street Confidential. I'm Farnoosh Torabi. We're talking about the staples sector. Jim Cramer, you've got a little bit of do you have a change of tune with this sector?
Well, as long as everyone agrees that there's a recession, then you can start buying these. Now, I had said this morning that everything's bad in real money. What I mean is everything's bad that was good. Okay, I mean, everything's bad that's good. So you have to switch mindset and say, okay, what could be good? Now, drug stocks haven't performed poorly or great. They've been stuck in the same range for a very long time. It's possible they could break out here. It's possible that a Celgene could break out here. Gilead's breaking out. Genzyme, Biogen, IDEC. I am focused. Shearing Plow, I think, is so right. I think that all of the
very misunderstood.
Yeah, but because people think numbers have to come down, and I look at the big groups of doctors who said, listen, you got to use this drug. Do not listen to this study. The study is just too small, and that will happen. It's like Bristol Myers at 21. It's like Bausch & Lomb at 44. I think Shearing's a buy. But what I want to emphasize is that the Cokes, the ones that have control over the commodity costs, are good. Now, why is this group suddenly switching and being better than expected? Well, if you think that grain's coming down, which is the perception, if you look at Mosaic and Deere and Archer Daniels, the consumers of grain will do better. I'm watching General Mills and noticing that stock hangs in really well. These stocks are not cheap. But when if you can deliver consistent earnings at a time when interest rates are coming down, you're going to get a higher multiple. So we're seeing the flip side. I had been saying that the raw costs are going to kill Procter and kill Kimberly and kill General Mills. If the raw costs come down, you're going to see these stocks really tack on some points. So Kellogg below 50 seems intriguing to me. If you think that the grain complex is done, or is going to come down, then these stocks are very interesting. And the market is saying they're interesting. The market's saying that Anheuser-Busch, that's another one to watch. Anheuser-Busch, a huge consumer of grain. That stock's moving up. Very interesting.
Altria?
Fantastic. Fantastic. Not even an issue.
Okay. Jim
Right.
Cramer, thanks a lot.
Oh, by the way, the ultimate tell there, as I've been saying a gazillion times, and it's been downgraded by a bunch of people, is Medco Health, MHS. It's up huge today. That, the fact that it's up huge today after the downgrades, it's going to take out its 52-week high, tells me that the recession consensus is building every day.
You were on Mad Money last night saying if you look at those few select stocks that are actually up when the market is down 300 points.
It's such a tell. IDEX was so right. IDEX was up. Now, IDEX is
pet diagnostics.
Pet diagnostics, so therefore no reimbursement issues. I mean, there's a thicket of healthcare. It's like, well, hold it. Will a hospital pay? Will the government pay? Will the doctors be able to buy equipment? I mean, the reason why Intuitive Surgical has come down is people start thinking, okay, so the hospitals are strapped. People won't pay the hospitals, so they can't buy. So what I'm looking at first is not is drug and consumer that will be bought no matter what, that has or that can save healthcare costs. Those are working. Now, keep in mind, small universe, but it was a small universe that was working until yesterday of grain, the commodity plays. Now, there will come a time when we'll switch back.
Okay.
Because what will happen is the Fed has to reflate. And when the Fed reflates, you're going to wish that you bought Freeport here. But until the Fed reflates, Freeport gets punished, and St. Jude goes to 50.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on
Okay.
those. Thanks,
Thank
Jim
you.
Cramer. This is Wall Street Confidential. Stay tuned.